This next guy, I haven't even seen him in a long time. He's all the way in Kingston, and he used to come up here all the time. This is a real treat, guys. A very warm welcome with the very funny Robbie Stevenson.
I'm Robbie Stevenson. Most people think I grew my hair long because I'm a metalhead. It's actually just so I don't have to see other dicks at the urinal. But I have something important I need to tell you. I have schizophrenia, and the thing about schizophrenia is it makes me think that people are after me, trying to kill me, but I'm also suicidal, so I don't really care. Take out CIA! Basically what I'm trying to say is, I'd like to go skydiving, I just don't trust myself to pull the chute. But statistics say because I'm first-time psychosis with schizophrenia, there's a 50% chance within the next 4 years I'm going to kill myself. It's okay, everybody, there's a 50% chance I won't, and I'm an optimist. But I can do all kinds of stuff while I'm in psychosis. I can climb a tree naked and be with my true family, the raccoons. That's right, sir. 4 months from now, you're going to have to shoo me away from your garbage. I could jump in front of the truck. Again. Last time just kind of left me with a sweet scar. Kind of like Harry Potter. I'm more like a Harry Potter that grew up in a trailer park. More like a Larry Potter. You don't meet too many cool Larrys unless you're into Trans Ams. But I've decided that if I do kill myself, I'm going to donate my organs. Mostly my skin to women's bicycle seats. But I've been having a hard time talking with my grandparents lately because they've been asking me what I've been up to, so I can just tell them, banging whores and doing coke. But my grandpa was recently diagnosed with dementia, so I was like, welcome to the mental illness club, Grandpa! Except for the trouble with dementia is you can't take a pill to be as normal as I am. All you can do is die, which has got me worried about getting dementia, because schizophrenia and dementia, that'd be like a town hall meeting where no one knows what's going on. But one of the side effects of my meds is weight gain. It says right on the bottle, rapid gain. But that sounds like something a Pokemon would do. Yeah. Pikachu, rapid gain. I like that. But pregnant people say how they're eating for two. I don't even know how many people I'm eating for. Now, I've done some shitty things in my life, but remember, in the words of Baby Spice, if you want my future, forget my past. If you want to get with me, bring $200. I feel real comfortable with you guys, so I'm going to tell you about my schizophrenia, because everyone's is a little bit different. You see, me and my schizophrenia, I don't have voices in my head or anything like that. I have false memories, delusions, and the core of my delusion is that I stabbed a gang member, and the gang wanted me to kill myself, or they were going to hurt my niece. So these delusions are real enough for me to jump in front of a truck, like I've said. But for me, it was like I had amnesia, and I was slowly remembering everything I've done the last year when I hadn't done any of these things. But an offshoot delusion from stabbing the guy is I went to prison for stabbing the guy. And while I was in prison, I was R-worded. I have to say R-worded because I'm a white male that looks like this, so I don't have to sound like a pirate. But all I'm going to say is, my butt's never been penetrated, but my mind has. And the mind's more powerful than the butt. Thanks. If I can get anyone to laugh at my actual rape delusion I've been through, it's a good day. But I don't think I'm cut out to be schizophrenic, though, you know? There's all these preconceived notions that I'm supposed to murder everyone. But I stole a chocolate bar in high school and I could taste the guilt. But one thing I'm kind of having a problem with is all these really progressive people with mental health. They'll be like, oh, you have anxiety? I've had anxiety. I'll be there for you. Oh, you have depression? Oh, I've had depression. I'll be there for you. Then when I try to tell my stories, you just leave the fucking room. Lock the doors. Oh, yeah. But recently I had to join a group of people to help me stop doing drugs. I'd tell you more about it, but it's kind of anonymous. Ottawa, do you know what's great? Being clean off crystal meth. Do you know what else is great? Jerking off on crystal meth. Do you know what's great? Crystal meth. Do you know what's not great? Sucking a greasy dick behind a donut shop for the next hit of crystal meth. Do you know what's great? Being clean off crystal meth. But the thing about that stuff is it always made me really attracted to dental hygienists. Looks like Jen is too. But in the groups I go to, you have to have a higher power, and I don't really like God and all that jazz, so I just call him Frank. You know, to be honest with someone, to be frank with them.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, thanks for your comments. Maybe we can pray to Frank together. But I never really thought God was against me or anything. I just thought that was the police. But it turns out I deserved to get pinched when I got pulled over, because I was driving my 82 Monte Carlo with the airbag suspension kit and 100-spoke rims like this. I should have just stapled the drugs to my forehead. But I've driven on every drug I've taken. I'm not saying it's right! But alcohol's the worst. I've even driven on meth. I'm not saying it's right! But I drove my car till the wheel fell off. As in the car stopped, but the wheel kept on going. That's like an analogy for my life. I'm not saying it's right! But inanimate objects go farther in life than I do. Oh, yeah. But I can't go to Dairy Queen. I can only go to Dairy Queen socially. That's obviously a lie. But I can't go buy an ice cream cake, eat one slice, and put the rest back in the freezer. No, I'll come to a month later with dilly bar all over my face, scrounging for change, just thinking, oh man, I just need some vanilla soft serve and everything will be okay. Cocaine isn't the only thing that's white and will make your face numb. Oh yeah. But in the rooms I go to, they have fun, clever names for the rooms, like hugs, not drugs. But I'm just wondering, do Sex Anonymous groups do the same thing? Like no one to bone, or do it alone? They say the eyes are the window to the soul. It's okay, I kicked a hole through my nose just in case. Well, okay. But if I ever have a kid, I'm not naming her Crystal. It's too much to live up to. Oh, yeah. I feel real comfortable with you guys, so I'm gonna tell you about jumping in front of the truck. I kind of Superman across, right? And if I would have gotten underneath the wheels, I would have been not trampled, it wasn't a horse. Run over. But I've been saying this since the day one. The ghost of my dead grandmother lifted me up and put me over top of the hood of the truck. Bitch had to get her wings somehow. Apparently you guys like your grandma. Yeah. But ever since then, well, the police wrote off the accident like it was an act of Frank. Like it was a deer that hit the truck. So ever since then, people just call me Bambi. But the thing is, the guy who owned the truck, his wife was also mentally ill and wouldn't get back into the truck. So the very next day, he bought a brand new truck off my dad at Kingston Dodge. So I think next time business gets low. But after I jumped in front of that truck there, I got my ambulance bill in the mail. Talk about my certificate of failure. Oh, you guys can laugh, these are jokes, right? But yeah, I just spent a month in the mental institution after that. It was pretty interesting, met a lot of cool characters. Like the 65-year-old lady with dementia, she tried to beat me up, and she slept in my bed. And this other guy, well, I was just sitting back relaxing, watching some Spike TVs, you know, 1,000 Ways to Die. Trying to pick up some pointers. And this guy came out of his room completely naked, talking about how there was demons in there. I knew I was going to be safe because there's two kinds of mental breakdowns. The fully clothed kind and the naked kind. Well, let's just say I've never seen a naked guy shoot up a school. When I talk about suicide in my sets, you guys don't have to worry about me. I'm not going to go out bleeding out in the tub like the average Joe. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to Mexico. Going to check out some Mayan ruins, because that shit's just awesome. Then I'm going to go to Chile. Off the coast of Chile, I'm going to go cage diving with great white sharks. Without the cage. The only thing I'm worried about is swimming too long in the Pacific Ocean. You know? I just think that's unsafe food handling.
Nice.
But if I do go out in a tub, I'll probably use a toaster. That way I can put a bagel inside the toaster just so my parents can hold on to the idea, it was an accident. It's gonna get darker, I swear. But I've come to terms with the fact that I know I'm gonna wind up settling down with an incredibly obese woman. It's okay. She'll love me for me, and all of her, I guess. And when we go to a ballet or a comedy show that I don't really want to be at, I can always just throw my arm around her. And when it looks like that loving husband's back rub, I'm just playing with those back titties. Hopefully she's got a mole back there I can pretend is a nipple. Gotta get my mole milk. And when we get home, I'll still be the big spoon, but she'll be the ladle. My girlfriend hates that joke. Oh yeah. But if you don't like the fact that I just made a fat joke, I suggest you stop being such a hypocrite. I should kill myself for that pun. I should kill myself for a lot of reasons, but that pun's right up there. But don't you find time goes by differently when you're in a relationship? Like I started counting mine by periods. Remember when we went to Canada's Wonderland? Yeah, that was 6 periods ago. Oh yeah, that relationship lasted 24 periods. Yeah, but I lied about the girlfriend thing. I'm single, but I gave up on dating. I gave up on dating not because I'm married or anything, obviously, but I saw for the same reason people stopped doing crystal meth. The come down is way too hard on me. Because after I get dumped, you'll find me curled up in a ball, naked and crying, just feeling like that Oreo ice cream sandwich wrapper you threw away in July to go in the hot sun with all the rat shit and syringes. That's me. The ladies, I get it, I do. I'm a creepy, awkward child, but I'm also a hopeless romantic, which is the worst possible combination. Like, even if you do manage to sneak past my creepy, awkward defenses and I do get to make the passionate love with you, that's no good. It will be passionate, though. That's all I know how to do. I could be with a 75-year-old hooker with herpes, and no legs, and it's still gonna look like this. Oh baby, notice how I'm holding the wheelchair wheel? That establishes dominance. Back to Venier for you.
That's fantastic. That's a great song.
I figured out why girls don't like the C word very much, though. It's similar to can't, and they hate that. But I've been rejected by prostitutes on more than one level. That's right, I even tried dating one time. I blame it on my mom. Her favorite movie when I was growing up was Pretty Woman. But it just goes to show, you can pop out the sunroof of a limo with a rose in your mouth, but if you want Richard Gere, it ain't gonna work. Okay, maybe it wasn't a limo, it was my Dodge Dart that I smoked too many darts in. Maybe it wasn't a rose in my mouth, it was just a dart. Should've been wearing pants. But how does that saying go? All's fair when you love a whore? That's a reading joke. I knew it'd go over well with this university crowd. Do we have any Adele fans in the crowd?
Yeah.
Adele is a stalker.
Okay.
She hides it with all her fancy melodies and her good vocals, but when I sing a song, I just sound like a creep. I'll give you a small example. I hate to turn up out of the blue, uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I hope you see my face and are reminded that for me, this isn't over. Remember, I'm just a six-pack away from being charming. Thank you very much.
That was Robbie Stevenson, guys. And that was our show. Give it up for everybody you saw on the show tonight. They're all fantastic. Robbie, give it up for your bar staff. Robert on the bar, Jackson on there, Pickle well. How about a round of applause for yourselves, guys? Thank you for coming out. I hope you have a great family day. Everyone you've seen tonight is